She jumped out, she was like, and I'm like, wait, what is she doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Because I don't know exactly how to respond.
Apparently, 50 Cent got some serious dirt on some of our favorite SBS, and you would never believe who's under his exposing radar these days. It looks like the ultimate R&B queen. Beyonce's about to get some huge slap in the face as her shady dealings are now out in the open. She's always been a bit private about her life, but folks, some facts about her career will shock you to the now that we all know there's been some shady stuff swirling around her husband Jay Z, so it's not surprising that 50 might have some stories about Queen Bee. As well, apparently she made a pass at 50, once hoping to make a collab with him. And that's why 50 is dropping hints about how exactly she paved her way to the stardom.
I thought something was gonna happen. And I'm like, yo, whoa.
He's claiming Beyonce's been playing a little game of power trading favors men to climb the industry ladder. There have been whispers for ages about her cozying up with different dudes behind closed doors, and the superstars have been linked with several successful names in her life before. And during her marriage to Jay, well, word on the street was that before Beyonce settled down with Jay Z, she was out there exploring her options, if you know what I mean. And while it may seem that the power couple has been happy ever since it seems like Beyonce has more skeletons in her closet that we all had. Imagine
all the things that really, it's not your business.
According 50 Queen Bees might have had their own little roster of men on the side first. Up on the alleged roster, Terrence Howard, the one she gave the private dance in front of the whole world. Back in 2055, it seems like he might have been more than just a fellow performer, as the actor himself revealed after that. Hot performance, it's a 9 for the lap. Dance, but the intent she wanted to show what I missed out on was 100 despite denying any relationship between You Can't Silence the Chemistry, and if you remember that iconic show of Destiny's Child's live performance at the 2005 BET Awards, it's like Beyonce was proving to the entire world and some industry bigwigs how eager she was to for years. Rumors were swirling about Beyonce's alleged flings, with some big names being tossed into the mix. We already know that Bey doesn't write her own music, and apparently she is using other means to make big collabs remember her. Duo with Sean Paul, it's been said she has slept with him in exchange for this song. And just like with Terrence, once Beyonce got what she needed from him, she left him in the dust with a broken heart. Moreover, she and Jay Z forced Sean Paul to deny all the rumors about them ever, as he said. Years later, there was just a lot of controversy. She's an amazing artist. The song was at Yen for like 9 weeks, so that was a very special time. For me and for the dance hall, he kept admitting they didn't exactly hang out. But we already know from reliable sources about Beyonce's crazy NDAs and how people who work with her cannot spill certain things.
The reason why people who work for Beyonce don't talk is because they're all on NDAs.
So when Queen Bee reaches out for a collab, it's always a mystery, apparently just to cover her shenanigans with other men and conceal the fact that she's selling herself to release another popular track, and just to make it totally obvious for you the second time. Sean and Beyonce were set to perform. Their hit song, Together, got funky real quick, as the rapper revealed there were problems with the Pro Tools, which doesn't usually happen. There was problems with my mic in one performance in Germany. The first time it happened, Sean brushed it off as a glitch, but when it happened again, he knew something fishy was going on, and it's like someone didn't want him to ever share the stage. With Queen, that was the moment it clicked for him. The ERS were trying to mess with his shine, and just to connect the dots, for it was around the time when Beyonce learned about the growing rumors about her sleeping with him and decided to confront Sean, and before you know it, folks, Beyonce was given the right to perform the hit song all alone, leaving poor Sean Paul is high and dry with an NDA that sealed his lips about the alleged business strategy the Carters are using for C.
Something different, and you know what the experience has been like prior to that. It's been a rough.
It was not only awkward but downright humiliating, but as many people say, she is selling her body. This is what Beyonce's career is based upon. But wait, Sean Paul was licking his wounds. Beyonce quickly moved on to another victim. Sisqó and Beyonce were surrounded by dating rumors in early 20 because of a red carpet moment, with the allegations reignited for years later. After a post from her sister Soling, they were inseparable, sparking endless speculation about what was really going on between them.
Young, before she was married, obviously. But yeah, I think Sisqó could have...
People whispered about them being more than just friends. especially after Solange added fuel to the fire with her cryptic post that she dropped right after her elevator fight with Jay Z, sharing a photo where Ba is gazing at Cisco Salon starts another drama, hinting at how Jay Z is probably pushing her to sell her body. And later the Cisco himself confessed it was a jab at Jay in the whole dating story. All I know is when the elevator gate happened, Solon posted a picture of us. I'll just leave it at that. Then she promptly erased it. It was erased the next day, some people allege. That Beyonce wasn't pulling all the strings in these relationships, and Jay Z has been the mastermind behind the scenes that got Solange so sick of him, and there was talk about his controlling ways of saying he got Beyonce on substances to keep her mind in a constant haze.
He must have been like really pushing to, come on. I mean, not that he's not a great guy.
Let's rewind to the year 2000, when this so-called power couple has met for the first time. Beyonce, normally private about romantic escapades, spilled the beans about how Fia was to keep everything under wraps. I feel that, especially now with the internet, paparazzi, and camera phones, it's so difficult to maintain mystery. And that's so important, even in relationship. I feel like not being that accessibility is really important now. It was about her marriage to Jay Z, or was she mentions her other intimate adventures. You can never tell with Beyonce, because she rarely gives interviews, and she never comments on rumors about her personal life.
Don't go around telling people who you're dating. I think you took that all the way.
I took it as far as I could.
Even there, the wedding was very small and personal, which only proves how much they wanted to surround their marital life with an aura of mystery. But apparently, this has only turned out well for them because they quickly raised the charts and made a lot of money, becoming the ultimate power couple and an example for many Black people. But the industry halls are echoing with the questions: what was the cost of this, especially considering the persistent rumors of them low-key plotting to ruin other R&B stars as well. Jay Z is believed to have been pulling Beyonce's strings for ages, turning the relationship into more of a business deal than a love story. No wonder he was eager to keep this lucrative business going on after the cheating.
You just have to be strong enough. You have to be strong enough to go.
Scandal. Now it's unclear who's the biggest monster in this family, but there's a growing speculation that Jay Z has his grip tight around his wife's neck. Even Jaguar rightly alleged that B is a prisoner in her own home and that she is afraid of leaving Jay Z. And there's this viral clip making the rounds of Beyonce looking kind of zoned out at a basketball game with Jay Z. It got people wondering what's happening with the R&B superstar. Was she just tired of all these games and selling herself for fame? Well, we may learn the truth one day.
And it's something so intriguing about that couple. Like, even though, it makes it more interesting because you don't know what they were talking about.
Amidst all this drama, some folks think Jay Z and Beyonce is using other rappers to make B the superhero. And there's something shady in the way they do business. Well, one thing is for sure, that Beyonce is quite protective of her image and attitude, and she doesn't want the dirty stories about her to surface. But folks, what do you think? About all this, B could use her body to make deals with talented rappers, and her entire career was built on that drop. Your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other videos.